Yes, what's on your mind? Korriban's a desolate world and a Sith planet. There's only one small colony here. Well, that's all I can think of. If you're ready to talk, then yes. So, I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done. I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died. But it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice, and there won't be any turning back. Well, then I hope I can save you. From... Yes, what's... You got it.
How can you possibly be Raven? The Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Revan, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go... It is good to know that you have truly changed. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is... Thank you for placing your confidence in me. I only wish I had your heart as well. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. Now close the last panel. Supplication. Perhaps it would... As you desire, Master.
Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us. But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. Is there something? Korriban is a Sith world, that's for sure. I mean, just rumor has it that the leader of our clan at the time, Mandalore, did go down. They say the Sith performed terrible magics here. Do you have anything else? Your choice.
Hey there, what can I do for... It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who... Big Z and I will stick... Hey there. Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right... This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulkars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight. Hey, nobody said the Vulkars were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they... Anyway, I don't like the Vulkars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped... Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Vulkars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to... I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Vulkar a meter up off the ground. The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see him, I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Vulkar was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Vulkars would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other. He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he... Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a... Yeah, My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Hey there. I don't know anything about Korriban, but I get a bad feeling in this. Sorry I can't be more help. I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults, but I still loved him, you know? Sometimes I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taris. I was just a kid, only 5. But we were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exact. I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? Showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there some... Okay.
Yes?
Kukumo no ba mulera tikun. Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Ta kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu itabo. Ke puna. Bunanai chatu chinba mule chi gratu loda. Pograshi onion kompa chintombo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ida patisa batua. Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tung. Tag bis tu ponko koki makpanka. Ching pala chiska mule tunara. Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya. Hulki kokora jiji. Ga wana botat. Shangji locha wana wama. Kama volpa multi kumana. Chinchun chishinen che. Manaman atota. Hakki jukrata bola shui tungatong. Jong no tong haitwam jiji jong lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonqualeo. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Ikin kuno pa mulera chikun. Stimo podonar di hodonga. Chi gratulo da pograshi onion kompa chintomo muchuba. Tong abo sha umino. Kava dupa ku palia mukapata. Podona chaku. Ikun kono bule marachiko. Tolpa da pongwale kandunangu chukchut. Kavadum kupin. Witam Borakantong Mulira Tong Abum Sha Unino.
Chibedwanani Bobo. Tonk Nabum Shanun. Kachichu Aitha Odunga. Takum Justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Aitha Odunga. Tulpada Bonk Molya Gando da Naga Chuchut. Mo Chibedwanani Bobo. Tonk Nabum Shanun Yang. Kuyami Juz Kachita Naipatoga Yafut. Ui. Ita Nadana Yitya. Kuntit. Kuyami Juz Kachita Naipato. Mucha Shakpangpa.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama Mulira, King Kunjope Shak. No, but
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Shaldan.
We would never oppose you.
No. Oh, do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows a weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show
Tonipudu.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the Academy, the other... Bah! I can't be bothered with fool. You, Jedi, you're looking to get in the Academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the Academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what for...
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their... What do you think?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silent? Why not, ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides... Let them go? And what could... I suppose not, but you're as boring as they are. Fine, go on, all of...
Uchua Penki, Tony Tuamaji, human act in Chaubaso, Gino Molirani, Nikawa Dubaka. Jiska Dosoki, Kopa, Chiwi Aitak, Baba Hassan Shan. Kaki.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them.
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the Academy, and...
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lasho.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they... Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think? Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are?
12. No, wait, 13.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lasho.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet... What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh and... Go on.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet! And then...
Ha! Too funny.
Good one!
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
I'm just here on one of Zerka's transports. I don't have no business with you.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiees. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may... well, what can you do? Sorry. We do some mining here, and are responsible for... Our starport is mostly just freighters. I must say, Zerka is in need of droids right now. That's a mighty fine-looking one.
Objection. This you...
Yes, of course. No offense meant. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. If you're in need... You certainly can. Allow me to...
Uchua Penki, Tong Hitwama Ji, human act in Tong Hitwama Act Inkotune, or Tong Hitwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotun. Just Cronky to Patslimo, Chi Itakan. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, kakincha nawabakaon, pichage borang turang, nekawa dubaka, patisa, kon mulis limo po iwanga. Inko ka, kinba ni chalora kun, tung aba. Kakincha nawabakaon, pichage. Uchua Penki, Tong Hitwama Ji, human act in Tong Hitwama act inkotune, or Tong Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smaktoma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki. Chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo kun muli ras nimo poiwanga Tong Hitwama Ji. Inko ka kinba ni chalora kun tung aba jiska dosoki kopa kinba no kun ni
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy? Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such... No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself and I'm not...
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once. I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion. I see. And who might your friends be? On your way, citizen. You are neither a Sith. You must be admitted to the Academy. That decision must be made. The final decision, however, remains with Master Yuthura. I believe she is currently at the cantina if you wish to see.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good. You think me a fool? You think I do not You are far from the first Jedi who has come here after all. Who am I? You must not have been in Korriban for very long. Either that or, luckily for you, I am in a charitable mood. I am Yuthura Ban, second only to Master Uthar of the Sith Academy. I am the one who decides which of the few of the many hopefuls who travel here to... I would consider that an amusing ploy to try and enter the Academy. What about Revan? Revan is dead. You may have a natural gift with the Force, human, but you've no gift. We make no apologies for the weak. If you cannot clench your fist and know when the moment comes to strike, there is no of those who come to train, those who are weak return home. If they are both weak and foolish, they die. But it was their hide-bound relics who burden themselves with tradition. And with the... Why would you take a gift as glorious as the Force and squander it? Weaken yourself deliberately and shackle. Our gift has made us superior. It is our rightful place to rule. How can any deny that? Is the Sarkath beast who dominates his jungle evil? The Tukata who leaps on the Squellbug for the kill? These are things of nature. We are no different from this. The Force is... It is the Jedi who serve the Force, trying to discern its wish. We shape it to our will. We are its master. The Jedi deny their darkness, but we revel in it. Corruption is a word the pitiful use to describe the natural longing for power that they deny. Evil is a word trumpeted by the... It is true that the Force exacts a physical toll on some, but not a single one of them has ever regretted it. Anything else you hear? You know the name. Malak is the strongest of us, and the strongest always rules. At least until one who is stronger can take it. That is our way. Survival of the fittest.
You are always on guard, always lean for the kill. We promote it, for through this... If a Sith is proven to be weak, and if the time is right, the Force rewards the cunning and the mighty. Step up to the challenge if you dare. It is the Jedi who serve the Force. We shall... You've heard enough, have you? So what is it to be? Are you here? No? Why might that be? There is something odd about you, human, that I can't... Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? As I thought. How interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Ah, good. Exactly the sort of... I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready. I have only one other question. These companions of yours...
My hearing's not so good. I'm just pleased my nice master doesn't beat me so much anymore. Yes, sir.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Then let us leave. The master of the...
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
Promising? That one's not worthy to experience.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions have... Indeed. Then perhaps you would care to demonstrate for us the powers of a Sith Master. No? Then perhaps you shall keep your foolishness to yourself and actually learn. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength. We, however, do not treat the Force as a... We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy. Joining with us means realizing your true... What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle?
I am, Master.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not... And you, young human, does this interest you? You are brave to argue, young one. Ask yourself first what this morality is. How is it created? You may come to the realization that morality is but an obstacle to overcome, or not. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. My pupil, Uthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code, the rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the... As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity. Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to... As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a... Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sadow to administer the final... There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malik. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
You don't say. Well, the Master loves tombs.
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is... I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your... Do you believe Uthar would not be aware of this? He would quickly figure out what you have to gain by betraying him, and would never believe some... Tell Master Uthar what you wish. Were I you, I would think first of what the consequences of such an... You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring. You are already part of this. Don't be afraid. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. I can help you understand. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. Simple words, yet easily... I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have... The Code of the Sith is the easiest way to start. I have told you all. There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure... Shall I go on? Fair enough. I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the student. Not unless you are accompanied by Master Uthar, no. It is strictly forbidden. And I truly doubt you could bypass the doors to the tomb with anything less than ship blasters. None. I do not even know how Master Uthar gains entrance, to tell the truth. Though I look forward. I have searched many times, so do not bother. There is no other way. Do not fret, however. We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith. Why they were... Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great... As you wish. Revan? You mean Darth Malik's... Very little. I never met him personally, though I heard he was... In the end, Revan was outshone by his pupil. Such is the way of the Sith. Anything is possible. Uthar's former master still lives, though he is in no condition. Perhaps the same is true for Revan. Perhaps Revan is out there, somewhere. More likely, what we were told is the truth. Revan is dead. Malik would be foolish to leave his old master. Both Revan and Malik came to Korriban when they discovered the tomb of Naga Sadow. Fair enough. About myself. I am originally from Slaheron, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more. You have had an excellent start.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't... No, I really can't. A Sith, like you, would use... Oh, I know that. I mean, you aren't yet, but you intend to be. I mean, you're just... Well, I didn't... I shouldn't trust you. I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now... But where would I go then? I don't know. I never really thought about it. Maybe I should...
No problem. Got it. It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all right. You think I would tell you? Have my brain started? I could, but what would be the point in that? You hanging around still? Don't you have your own plans? That's right. You might as well just go home, you know. Funny. Say that after I'm a full Sith and I'll ground your face into the dirt just for... You hanging around still? You think I would tell you? Funny.
I remember you from the colony. You seem all right, though you'll not win the right to Just figure that out, did you? It just so happens that I found an artifact that will impress Uthar far more than anything you could ever scrap. I don't have it just yet. I'll get it. Like I would tell you. Why don't I just let you... So what if it is? I'll get it eventually, regardless. Nothing... You go ahead and think that.
Woohoo! If it isn't the freak from the colony. And go into the dueling room? I've got better things. You can count on seeing me later, though.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you... Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... No, that is in... Then finish peace. No. Then finish peace. Through passion, I gain. Through strength, I gain. Through power, I gain. Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. False. Unless victory proves your superiority, it is an illusion. It is temporary. Sadly, it seems you did not understand the code. You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Oh, it is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact.
Observation. We could begin by slaughtering the inhabitants of this building, Master. Would that be impressive?
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. There is an exit that leads to the surface of the planet. The valley is only a short trip from there. It is... Oh? What is my... I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Euthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time it will be Euthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Euthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me.
This should be interesting.
For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer, I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have Very well. You have
Ajunta. Tolpada pongwale kandonaku. Kupa chekupa. Chikun kita.
No problem. Got it.
Tong abog sha umnina. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bongwale. Tolpa da bongwale. Manaman atota. Hakijuka. Watana. Ihotoka kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamu. Muchashak pakat. Ki Takom justach Miki grab Manaman atota Stuponko kokibarwaka Takom justach Miki Chan shak budget badwana ni dibobo Achut
How do you do? Do you know of our renegades?
Those are the ones. There is little more I can tell you then. Now.
Got it.
If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it. Don't be foolish. If Uthar wants to set an order like that... If you're here to use... Don't be...
You aren't even a full Sith.
You can release me or kill me, but don't stand there pretending to be my friend.
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are... If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. Just activate the console. It gives you a variety of options for serum dosage. The right amount of... The real trick is that the only way to gauge your progress is to watch the prisoner... Certainly. Just don't kill him, or if you manage to get the location of his cache out of him...
We itanan dayata. What are you ma? Kipuna! Runda di hotonga kun hungabi. Wana kun bez ching palam ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun. Ajunta. We itanan. Une podo rananu prata doko shirkasha jum apik nantipon nang kudu jijiba jipikaza topa yung pache on joneji yokolawish we ita nandatia kun.
What have you done? I told you not to put the prisoner into shock, didn't I? Now how are we supposed to find out where the... I may as well take this fool and dump him somewhere. He's useless.
No problem. Got it.
Do not forget our agreement. You do? That is most interesting. How ironic that I recently... Still, you have done well in bringing... Go now. You have done well. Very well.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have... Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life.
Master?
Sure.
Take that!
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the... You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back? So you have heard about us? Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that... My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from... We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that... Help us? Why should I... You want to help us? Alright, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously. Or we would... There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of lock. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could...
Take that!
So, is there... It's... Thank you. This... maybe. At any rate...
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy before. Here to investigate the ruins. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs, but Master Uthar prefers to leave them to be explored by the students as a challenge. In time, they will probably become safe enough for us to enter. Until that time, however, we're stuck to definitely dangerous. Most of the students that go inside them don't come back out. A star map? No, I haven't heard anything about that. Something like that could be in Naga Sadow's tomb, I suppose. It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Naga Sadow was the leader of the old Sith. Darth Malak found something in there a while back, however, and ever since then only Master Uthar can enter it. No. A lot of the discoveries are kept secret, even from the students. I only heard that Darth Malak found something there by rumor, to be honest. My name's Dak Vesser. I'm assigned to the Valley Ruins, as you can see. We've been painstakingly uncovering these tombs for many months now. Master Uthar won't allow us to dig with lasers or sonics. We have to use hand tools only, so we don't accidentally destroy anything we run across. That makes progress very slow, however. All right, just...
Sorry, I'm rather busy with the excavation planning right now.
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith... Not from this far back. Or at least what record... These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of... Ajunta Pall was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. He rebelled against his Jedi Masters and led the... These runes claim that he was interred here, and I wonder if his sword might... According to legend, Ajunta Pall created a sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige. Well, a few of the bolder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous. From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students. Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajunta alone. Of course.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Too long in the cold and the dark. I am disturbed again. A human.
This you don't see every day. This is an old spirit full of the Force. I sense great sadness and regret. Walk carefully.
A Jedi here? Why have you come to this dark place, Jedi? Why disturb my sleepless rest? I do, and yet I do not. The Force is so strong with you, human. Yet the face, the soul... it has been so very long. I had a name once. Ajunta Pall. Yes, that was my name. I was one of many. We were servants of the dark side. Sith Lords, we called ourselves. So proud. In the end, we were not so proud. We hid from those we had betrayed. We fell, and I knew it would be so. Our Jedi Masters, those who had taught us to use the Force, who warned us against the dark side, yet we embraced it in secret, reveled in its power. We were... discovered? Or did we act? I can no longer remember. But here is where we came, to hide, to grow, and here we fell. We hid from the Jedi, but it was not they who destroyed us. Is it not obvious what we did? We destroyed each other. We desired the secrets of each other to increase our power. We battled until finally our fortress rained down on top of us.
The Sith consumed themselves, did they? I suppose that eventually they'd be all they'd have left to fight.
And so, here, our old secret is buried, and none of us hold it anymore. Is that not right? Our power fled. Oh, what became of us? Do the Sith still thrive? Did they ever return? So much time has passed, and yet we have learned nothing. Remain? Do I remain? I have regretted for so long all that I have done. My sword, I filled it with my pride, and it is buried with me now, a corpse as I am a corpse. I am dead as my faith is dead, and I shall remain here, surrounded by blackness in death as in life. Most of my brethren would desire only to take what power I have left, even if it would destroy them. I wish my sword to be taken away from here. I do not wish it to rot away as I have. I command this of you. If If you are wise, you will not keep it. In the end, it is what destroyed me. There are 3 blades within my sarcophagus. Only one is truly my sword, but it has been so long. I do not remember which. Find the sword that is mine and place it on the statue. If it is truly mine, then it is yours. Then you must die. This is how it must be. I do remember one thing of my sword. Listen to me carefully. I am that which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. It was written of my sword long, long ago. Go then, find my sword and place it on the statue. Yes, that is the one. That is the blade that destroyed me. Take it. Take it and the other blades even. Take them and go. My darkness awaits me. No need? What choice have I? Return? But I betrayed my old masters. They would never let me return to the light side. It is too late. Too late. If I could return, oh, my master, it has been so long, and I regret so much.
So, the spineless worm actually made it through the Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work and...
Warning! Touch the master's blade and lose an arm, big bag.
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be... Oh, but I insist. I'm not about to let a chance to impress Master Uthar pass me by. Especially not for a pathetic excuse for a Sith like yourself. Hand over the sword, worm. You know I'm the superior here. Isn't it obvious? You die. Rule of the Sith. Only the strong and cunning shall survive. You won't be missed, trust me. Now hand it over. This isn't a negotiation. As much as I dislike ultimatums, I'm afraid I must stoop. And... Isn't it Fine. No tricks, then. Smart move. You're obviously more pathetic than I could...
Yes?
Maybe, but I doubt it. Maybe.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Hord, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home. Oh, yes. This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard... Liar! You think I can't tell? Obviously, the Academy is lax in its Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old... Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young me... Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking. I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you... Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are all... Why, then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however... Then I'd say you have quite an imagination. Not a bad thing. But... Well, forgive me for resorting to the cliché, but you... What's a little mental instability between tutor and pupil? What's important is that I'm here to better the Sith as a whole. I don't remember offering you a choice. You can refuse to answer my questions, of course, but then, I'm afraid, I will just have to... So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Well, then...
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. On that note, now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do? Correct! he was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Mikko, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do? Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Correct! Let them rip the secret from your cold, dead hands if they are strong enough. Oh, certainly you might share it with a few selected minions, but that of... well, it's sad to say. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance? Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look... Not that good help is easy. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? Fool! It's a trick question. A true Sith never dies. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Mikko. I'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die. Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence, but I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some...
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Intruders detected. Excessive audio input must be kept on the master.
Get it.
Too much audio input. Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
Now you'll get it. Let's see what you got.
No problem. Got it.
And you need?
Sure.
Ready!
Yes?
Master?
Yes?
Master?
What?
And you need?
What?
Ready!
What?
Sorry, I can't talk. The tombs are full of traps and droids that still work, it looks like. Stay out of them if you can.
Ah, what is this you bring me, Shardan?
It is none other than the sword of Ajunta Pall, Master.
Fool. All the trouble you went through for your deception, and you did not even make an effort to verify the sword's authenticity.
Master, what do you mean?
There is no place for fools amongst the Sith. Begone. Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place, should you reach the final test, that is. Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then. Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Shirak ate them. No, it is... The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well. Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time.
I can feel the power flowing through it. Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the part. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential new... You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite... You have but one final test which you must take. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now, and when you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force...
Yes?
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb. I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health. It is a tomb that belonged to an ancient Sith Lord, the greatest of Korriban's Sith Lords, in fact. It is there that your test is performed. Then we go now. Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
Is that a tone of mischief in your voice, dear Euthura? You should know by now that no scheme is certain.
I don't know what you're talking about, Master. I am not scheming. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Naga Sadow, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malik and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin? Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Didn't work. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock. I'll avoid what I can.
So, you return to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part. Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving. So it is the same amongst the Sith. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Uthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Uthura. It is time for you to die and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Uthura, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you realize. Isn't that so, young one?
You fool! You have no idea.
The final test continues as it should. Proceed and be rewarded.
The only reward. You... No... Oh, my strength is leaving me!
It appears, my dear, that some tests are fairer than others. Your enemy lies dead at your feet, and you are truly a Sith in spirit, and one gifted with great power. Of this I no longer have any doubt. There is much more for you to learn. There is something very strange about you, young one. Is it possible that you are not what you seem to be? Ah, I see. So it is Darth Revan, not dead as we were led to believe. And yet, and yet you are not Revan, are you? What has occurred between the time of your reported death and now I can only guess at. But you have changed much. Regardless, your destiny does take you away from here. To confront your old pupil, without a doubt. Yes, that is what lies before you. Go to your destiny then, my Dark Lord. I shall say nothing of what you have done here. Should you prove victorious and wish to return, then I and all Sith shall be your servants. Your destiny lies elsewhere, young one. Not with the Sith. At least not yet. Go.
Hey there. What? I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, my brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two... But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road. I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went. Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay.
Yeah, what do you want? The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history, but it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it. There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. The Republic's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor. Only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now. Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Yes, what's on your... You got...
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would... Well, I suppose I have not... They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Those Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. No, it is not. And I thank you for your support. My outburst was, but let us not speak more of this now.
Got something on you? I don't. Maybe, but got something. How many could you possibly need? Ask me later when you're...
Ciao baso. Kakinja nawabakaon. Picha. Tanghi mamaji aki ukotu. Kachopa bogra shanko takchachiska. Topa na oto.